Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Malcolm Coons has suddenly become the center of one of the NFL's most talked about controversies this week, and social media is absolutely exploding. Rumors have been circulating for weeks about his rumored dissatisfaction with the Raiders management, but nobody expected the storm that followed his official departure. Fans on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok immediately latched on every post, every quote, every cryptic comment from Coons, dissecting them like forensic analysts. Some are calling it a betrayal, while others are defending the young defensive end, claiming that the Raiders' locker room politics forced his hand. The tension has been simmering for months, but the way it boiled over this week has left analysts, insiders, and even rival teams scrambling for insight. The leaks from within the Raiders organization, some anonymous and some suspiciously detailed, suggest there were disagreements over contracts, playing time, and the future direction of the team. Koonce's explosive statements, posted across multiple platforms, seem to indicate he felt undervalued, ignored, and constrained, which has triggered a flurry of debates about player autonomy, organizational loyalty, and whether modern athletes have too much or too little control over their careers. Social media reactions have been a mix of shock, support, and utter disbelief, with some fans going so far as to accuse the Raiders of sabotaging their own star. Memes, viral videos, and reaction threads have dominated sports feeds, turning Koonce's departure into a cultural moment beyond just football. Pundits and commentators have been combing through old interviews, past game footage, and even social media comments to try to piece together the real story. The speculation is relentless. Some insiders whisper about hidden tensions between Koonce and certain veteran teammates, while others suggest clashes with the coaching staff led to an inevitable parting. Analysts debate whether this move could shift the balance in the division, especially considering Koonce's emerging talent and the defensive potential he brought to the Raiders. Meanwhile, the narrative on social media has grown even more heated, with every angle being scrutinized, every rumor being amplified, and every fan taking a side. The story has transcended sport. It's now about culture, influence, and what it means to speak out against a powerful organization in a hyper-publicized environment. What makes this departure even more incendiary is the timing. Coons reportedly left just weeks before a critical stretch of the season, a period where the Raiders were expected to make a statement in the league. Some speculate this was a strategic move by the player to assert leverage, while others think it may have been an emotional reaction to frustration and feeling stifled. Either way, it has sparked conversations about how much influence young athletes actually have in shaping the teams they play for. The Raiders' management has remained tight-lipped publicly, only releasing boilerplate statements about contract negotiations and team decisions, which has only fueled further speculation. Fans and commentators are dissecting every word, analyzing tone, timing, and implication. Meanwhile, Koonce's social media presence has been unrelentingly active, posting cryptic messages, reaction videos, and even hints at potential new destinations. The rumor mill is spinning out of control, with whispers of trade deals, free agent signings, and even rival teams lobbying aggressively behind the scenes. Every post, every story, and every comment has become a headline, creating a perfect storm of hype and uncertainty. The fan reaction is polarizing, with some questioning Koonce's loyalty to the Raiders, while others view him as a symbol of player empowerment in a league often criticized for rigidity. Sports analysts are debating the implications for both sides. The Raiders, who risk losing a rising star at a critical juncture, and Koonce, who risks public backlash but could gain freedom and opportunity elsewhere. The discussions extend beyond football into cultural commentary, examining how athletes navigate careers under public scrutiny and whether loyalty to a team should outweigh personal well-being and professional growth. Every outlet, from podcasts to major sports networks, is dissecting every angle, rehashing every quote, and presenting theories on what could happen next. Fans are theorizing about everything from possible trades to psychological motivations, while insiders leak partial details about behind-the-scenes tensions that allegedly escalated to a breaking point. The rumors grow wilder by the hour, with some claiming there are hidden motives, secret negotiations, and even financial leverage influencing Koonce's decision. Social media has become a battlefield, with hashtags trending, viral clips circulating, and debates that feel as heated as any playoff game. Adding to the intrigue is Koonce's past trajectory. Known for his explosive plays, discipline, and work ethic, the young defensive end quickly became a fan favorite. Rumors suggest that while his on-field performance was unquestionable, off-field dynamics, management conflicts, and contract disputes created friction that was impossible to ignore. Insiders suggest this departure may be more than just professional. It might be a personal statement, a declaration of independence in a league that has historically dictated terms to its athletes. Fans speculate endlessly about what this could mean for his career, with some predicting a massive signing with a rival franchise, while others argue he might take a strategic break to recalibrate. Either way, the buzz is undeniable. Sports forums are filled with theories, ranging from plausible insider information to wild guesses, each fueling the sense of chaos around the story. The narrative is captivating because it combines elements of drama, ambition, conflict, and the raw unpredictability of professional sports, ensuring that Koonce's story will dominate headlines for weeks to come. Some say this is the start of a new era in sports player empowerment, while others see it as the culmination of tension between emerging talent and entrenched management. Whatever the truth, Koonce's departure has ignited conversations that extend far beyond the football field. Social media, sports talk shows, and fan forums have become echo chambers of speculation, debate, and sometimes outright conspiracy. The intrigue grows because for every answer, multiple questions arise. Fans are desperate to know where he will go next, how the Raiders will respond, and what this will mean for the league at large. The narrative is rich, complex, and fueled by human emotion, which is why it has resonated so strongly across different audiences. Each day brings a new post, a new leak, or a new rumor, and the frenzy shows no signs of slowing down. Malcolm Koonce has become more than a player. He has become a symbol, a headline, and the center of a story that refuses to settle. His every move is now magnified, dissected, and debated like never before. As the dust settles, or at least attempts to settle, rumors about Malcolm Koonce's next move are reaching fever pitch. Speculation about which team could seize the opportunity is wild, with insiders suggesting that several franchises with glaring defensive gaps are already circling. Some whisper that Koonce might end up in a high-profile market, a team with a national spotlight eager to capitalize on both his talent and the drama surrounding his departure. Others argue that he could make a strategic choice, joining a squad with the right coaching staff and long-term vision rather than chasing headlines. Social media has become a predictive scoreboard, fans posting polls, creating mock trades, and debating the pros and cons of every potential landing spot. Every rumor is dissected, every possibility magnified, as if the football world is collectively holding its breath. The narrative surrounding Koonce is evolving beyond a simple departure. Now it's about opportunity, leverage, and career trajectory, and the tension feels almost cinematic. Analysts and former players are weighing in, speculating about how he'll adapt to new systems and locker rooms, while fans argue passionately about loyalty, ambition, and the true cost of chasing freedom in a high-stakes league. Meanwhile, the Raiders are facing the first real fallout from Koonce's departure, and whispers within the organization hint at deeper turmoil. Team insiders, anonymous but allegedly credible, claim that the front office is scrambling to patch defensive gaps and manage public perception, which has become a delicate balancing act. Social media chatter suggests frustration among fans and commentators who feel that management mishandled a rising star, potentially weakening the team at a critical juncture. Analysts are debating whether the Raiders' approach is a strategic retreat, a lesson in discipline, or simply poor judgment, while rival teams quietly observe the ripple effects. Every missed sack, every defensive misstep and every post-game interview is now filtered through the lens of what could have been with Coons. The rumor mill adds fuel, suggesting there may have been internal disagreements between management, coaching staff, and veteran players that created an environment no young athlete could thrive in. Whether the Raiders can recover or whether this sparks a longer-term decline is now part of the speculation feeding the frenzy, keeping fans and commentators on constant alert. The cultural impact of Koonce's departure cannot be overstated. In a league often criticized for suppressing player voices, this story is being framed as a watershed moment for athlete autonomy. Fans and media personalities alike are debating whether young players now feel emboldened to take control of their careers and whether teams must adapt to retain talent. The discussion transcends stats, schedules, or even team allegiance. It's about power, negotiation, and a shifting landscape of professional sports. Social media amplifies every nuance, turning tweets into headlines, comments into analysis, and posts into viral evidence of a broader trend. The narrative is compelling because it blends human emotion, raw ambition, and professional calculation. Coons has become more than just a player. He represents a modern athlete asserting influence in an old-school environment, and that symbolism is resonating. Fans are dissecting every quote, analyzing tone, and projecting outcomes, all while debating the moral dimensions of loyalty versus self-determination. It's a story that's as much about identity and influence as it is about football. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Amidst all the speculation, whispers of negotiations with rival teams are intensifying. Rumors of clandestine meetings, private calls, and off-the-record discussions suggest that multiple franchises are vying to secure Koonce's talent as a potential game-changer. Sports analysts are weighing the tactical implications of each possible landing spot, projecting how Koonce's presence could shift defensive schemes, pressure quarterbacks, and even affect playoff odds. Fans are equally engrossed, imagining highlight reels, sack totals, and signature moments that could cement his legacy elsewhere. The intrigue is magnified because the story isn't just about numbers, it's about narrative. Who will win this chess match of talent, ego, and strategy? Some speculate Coons could command unprecedented leverage in contract negotiations, potentially reshaping how young players approach free agency in the league. Every rumor, every insider leak, and every viral post feeds the growing anticipation, creating a pressure cooker of expectation and uncertainty. The combination of athletic talent, timing, and drama makes this more than a transaction. It's a spectacle, a story that's captivating the football world and beyond. On the fan side, debates rage across platforms, dividing social media into camps of speculation, outrage, and support. Some view Coons as a hero of personal agency, boldly asserting his worth against an established institution. Others criticize his decision, framing it as selfish or opportunistic, arguing that loyalty and team culture should take precedence. The contrast creates a feedback loop of engagement, where every fan opinion sparks counterarguments, memes, and viral commentary. The narrative becomes self-sustaining. Koonce's every action is amplified, dissected, and reinterpreted, feeding a cycle of hype that feels almost unmanageable. Sports networks run continuous updates, pundits host debates, and every interview, past or present, is scrutinized for hidden meaning. Analysts attempt to separate fact from fiction, but the sheer volume of leaks, rumors, and speculation creates an environment where truth is almost irrelevant compared to perception. This complex, chaotic dialogue has transformed Koonce's departure into more than a sports story. It's a cultural moment, a social phenomenon, and a lesson in how modern media amplifies athlete narratives beyond the field. Finally, the long-term implications are already being whispered about in locker rooms, executive suites, and fan forums. Malcolm Koonce's departure could set a precedent for how young talent navigates contracts, playing time, and personal agency in the NFL. Teams may begin reassessing their internal culture, communication strategies, and approach to retaining star players, while fans continue to debate the ethical dimensions of his decision. For Coons, the path forward is both risky and full of opportunity. Every potential landing spot carries the promise of redemption, glory, or further controversy. Meanwhile, the Raiders must recalibrate, managing public perception, on-field performance, and internal morale without their once-rising star. The story is far from over, and every day brings new developments, rumors, and narratives to dissect. In the end, Malcolm Coons has done more than leave a team. He has ignited a conversation that will ripple across the league, redefine expectations, and keep fans, media, and analysts hooked, proving that in sports, drama and talent are inseparable, and every departure has the potential to become legend. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.